What's the sweetest part about this property? Well, you can taste it. Jackson Jurome with McDonald Realty here, and today we're geared up in beekeeper suits to get a behind-the-scenes look about what it means to live off the land at 2375 Grantham Road with the help of a few 100,000 bees and Arlo's Honey Farms. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Jackson.
Tell us about Arlo's Honey Farms.
Well, Arlo's Honey Farm, we're actually just around the corner. We're local, we're family run. We support about 8 different agriculture locations and their pollination needs. We offer tours at the farm. You can buy honey, candles, beeswax wraps, lip balms, you name it.
And you help other owners around Southeast Kelowna as well?
Yes, we have hives on various properties, some at Tantalus Vineyards, Cedar Creek, as well as privately run up farms like this one.
Wonderful. And so tell us, how many bees are we standing beside right now?
Well, at this property, we've got 5 hives, and this time of year, I would estimate about 150,000 bees are hard at work here.
150,000 bees. And explain a bit, what are the bees doing right now? What are they doing in the hives here?
Well, they're always building up, but for the property, they're focused on the lavender primarily. That's the main crop here. And, you know, their pollination helps to propagate that lavender, as well as some of the other forage that you'll find on the property.
Nice. And does the lavender at this property have any effect to the honey at all?
Oh, absolutely. The nectar from the flowers definitely influences the flavors. We're very fortunate in this neighborhood. There's a lot of variety in the agriculture, lots of orchards, lots of different. There's actually a flower farm right around the corner. So the bees will visit up to about 3 kilometers, and it definitely has an impact on the flavor.
Wow. And any tips as a landowner, what does it mean to be a good steward of land in regards to healthy bee populations?
Absolutely. Well, when we're protecting our bees, they'll take good care of what you're growing on the property. We always encourage people to let the dandelions grow. I know not everyone likes that. Also, you know, natural is best, you know, trying to avoid those pesticides. Putting out water for the bees is really helpful on a hot day like today.
So what time of year are the bees going to be most active?
Oh, I would say right now. As you get into spring and approaching to summer, that's when everything is blooming. The hives are at their biggest. They will start to condense down to go into winter. So over the next month or so is when the hives are at their busiest and biggest.
Nice. And what would you say is your favorite part about beekeeping?
Well, I think it's just how calm the bees are and how they what they teach us, for sure.
Yeah.
And just, you know, how they help you get grounded.
Yeah, a return to just nature and living with the land. That's so cool. Is there a difference between the honey here and what you get in the grocery store?
Yes, I would say. Because of that influence that the forage will bring forth. A lot of what you get in the grocery store might come from, you know, the prairies, which is all great. You know, you have your canola fields and your large monoculture. Here in the Okanagan, what's unique is the variety of forage that has the influence. So even, it's kind of like fine wine. From season to season, it will change because of what happens to be growing at any particular time and when we are able to harvest. So,
wow. And what is the best way to support your local beekeeper?
We always encourage folks to buy your honey from your local beekeeper wherever you may be. You know, you're getting it right from the source. Definitely, you know, visiting honey farms is a great way to support. But also supporting the bees too, because we're all in this together. So when we're having forage for the bees and we're avoiding pesticides and doing all those things, it'll help.
Now, if someone were to move here, what would you say would surprise them most about living off the land and living next to bees?
So I would say definitely how grounded you can be. We're less from this property, you're about less than 10 minutes from town and all the busyness and excitement of the city. but 10 minutes up the road and you're in nature, and being around the bees really just causes you to pause, and it's fascinating to just stand and even watch the bees. So
I really appreciate you giving us a glimpse of what it's like to live with bees on your property and how they can enrich our lives. We appreciate everything you do, and if you want to learn any more about this very unique 9.5 acres in Southeast Kelowna, give us a call, and be sure to check out Arlo's Honey Farm to learn more about their amazing products and what they do for farms in our community.